Okay, moms, we get pulled in a million different directions, from packing school lunches to helping with homework to running a household, and often with a full-time job. In the mayhem, we don't always think about our financial future, and here's why we should. According to the National Women's Law Center, in the last 2 years, more than 33% of single mother-led households reported food insecurity. More than 70% of moms receive SNAP benefits annually, and 93% of us are stressed about money. So we want to take a moment to try and help you save money and manage your household expenses, especially for single and stay-at-home moms. Cathy DeWitt Dunn, President and CEO of DeWitt Dunn Financial Services, is here with some tips to help us out. Cathy, thanks for joining us on our Mother's Day episode of Morning on Merit Street.
Thank you for having me back.
Yes, it's a pleasure. So as I mentioned earlier, it's a lot for a mom to juggle, and many single moms are living paycheck to paycheck. What can they do to begin to plan for tomorrow?
Well, I think one of the big things is there's such a big wage gap between the genders. And on average, a woman makes 82 cents for every dollar that a male does. So we have to make some changes to our financial planning, and we have to have a long-term plan. So the challenge is how do we do that? Well, moms have typically stay at home with their children because that's what their family priority is, or maybe to take care of their parents. And right off the bat, now we're not contributing to Social Security. We're not contributing to our retirement years. So we need to sit down and have a budget and put things together so we know how we're going to be able to have a successful retirement down the road.
Cathy, you mentioned a stay-at-home mom, whether it is by choice or out of necessity. Let's talk about that financial conversation that needs to happen with the spouse and with the family unit in general.
Yeah, well, we need to look at our budget, how much money is coming in, regardless whether you're a single family or not, and how much money is going out. Maybe we need to cancel subscriptions. Maybe we need to cut back on DoorDash, Starbucks, and all those other things. But it really helps, and I know it's a simple thing to do. Have a budget, write it down, know how much money is coming in and how much is going out. And that's going to really help you prioritize where you can maybe make some changes, but we need to have long-term and short-term goals as well, and not just look at it from a day-to-day perspective. But writing it down on pen and paper is really going to help you emphasize what you need to change and what is actually working right for you at the moment.
Yeah, you brought up some really good points to be fiscally wise, to look at those areas where we waste, like subscriptions, like DoorDash and things like that, where money's going out the door. Once we can stockpile some extra money, let's talk about areas where we can save. I mean, we really should spend some time researching different types of plans, retirement plans and things like that. So where do you recommend that we start?
Well, the great news is that if you are a couple filing jointly, you can each contribute $7,000 to an IRA. And you could also probably take a look at doing a Roth IRA because that money is going to come back to you tax-free. So we really need to emphasize that. Think of your retirement planning as a bill, something that you contribute to on a monthly basis, and out of sight, out of mind, because as we all know, retirement's right around the corner, and the day that you start work is the day that you should think about preparing for retirement. But if you're not really feeling comfortable putting a plan together, it's okay to ask for help, whether it's your parents, maybe somebody at your church, find a financial advisor, but get a plan in place and empower yourself to do things differently so you can feel good about your future, your retirement, and your family.
I love it, Cathy. So helpful. Cathy DeWitt Dunn, President and CEO of DeWitt Dunn Financial Services. Thanks for your time this weekend. We wish you a great Mother's Day weekend.